How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about NIO stock, and I want to just update you guys on what's going on in the community as it relates to that company. It just reminds you guys to check out my community tab here. You guys can interact with me, and I will definitely reply to your comments if you reply to any of my posts. So this is sort of like Twitter. That's how I'm treating it. So yeah, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you guys don't miss out on future videos. Now let's get straight to the video. I want to talk about NIO's catalyst. So we're going to start this off with the first catalyst, which is the December delivery numbers, and this is going to happen sometime during the first week of January. Now the second catalyst for NIO in 2021 is NIO Day 2020. So NIO Day was supposed to happen towards the end of 2020, like December, but they delayed it. They delayed it until January. And yeah, but during that day, they're going to release a lot of new information about their new sedan, which is the third catalyst, and that's the EE7 sedan, which is rumored to be revealed and stuff during that event. Now there's more. So NP2 platform reveals is going to happen during that same day. Production up 7,000 units a month by the third week of January. So a lot of exciting news when it comes to deliveries and how they're ramping up production to keep up with demand. That's great for NIO. I mean, we've already broken past the 5,000 delivery mark, and we are ahead of that 2 months in a row. And because NIO is killing it right now, they've had 8 consecutive months where they've increased their deliveries month over month and quarter over quarter, basically for this whole year. I can see them getting to 7,000. Hopefully they get a new facility somehow, and then they're able to double that number so they can get 14,000 units a month. That would be amazing, but who knows what's going to happen. Now the second gen power swap is supposed to be revealed during the first half of 2021. So that's the sixth catalyst for NIO in 2021, which is supposed to increase the price of the stock because of speculation and fundamentals. But international market entry. So NIO's is if it doesn't happen in 2020, obviously we're already towards the end of the year, so it's not likely that we're gonna enter the international market this late in this year. So I think they're gonna hold that and wait until the second half of 2021, like this tweet says. And because NIO wants to enter into the Europe US market with EVs and stuff, sell cars there, because both countries, the US is planning to phase out combustion vehicles. Eventually it's going to happen. I mean, it's been happening in some states where they, like California and cities like Los Angeles, but also like the UK wants to phase out these vehicles by 2030. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot more news regarding that, and also a lot more countries are gonna join the UK and China and becoming green by 2035, and that's gonna be huge for NIO, the international market entry. So now that I mentioned these catalysts, I want to remind you guys that if you're new to investing or you haven't started using the Webull platform, definitely sign up right now, because there's a limited time offer where you get four. Actually, it used to be 2. It's now 4 free stocks for signing up and depositing $100. So definitely do that. Get your free money. And now I want to talk about this article. So this article is recent. It came out just earlier today. I think it was 12 a.m. So why NIO lost 20% of its value last week, and should investors in the Chinese electric vehicle specialists be worried? And it's referring to NIO mostly, but it also talked about Candy Technologies, who had a recent scuffle with the NASDAQ, and that it's possibly going to be delisted because of fraud and exaggeration of sales and this and that. So a lot of drama going on with these companies overseas, and that's what sparked that debate of whether or not these other companies are going to be delisted if they don't comply. So the bill was passed by Congress. Now it just needs to be signed by the president, and once it's signed, it's expected to be signed, these companies will have to be compliant for 3 years straight. And so far we know that NIO is compliant, and I'm gonna share a tweet real quick after this article, and I'm gonna show you why I believe that they're compliant. So like I said, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I make these videos for fun because I love making YouTube videos. It's a hobby of mine, and so this is not financial advice. Definitely do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say. That's my disclaimer. So this is what I want to talk about. I'm gonna skip over the XPeng Elite Auto parts, but they're essentially saying how these other companies also fell and all that because of drama recently and fear in the market. But after I read this bullish part of the article, I'm gonna show you that tweet that I was mentioning where it looks like NIO is compliant, but I want to know your thoughts in the comments. But first, let's just get done with this. I want to highlight this part in this article, and the reason why I called it a bullish article is because it says long-term investors shouldn't worry, but short-term traders should. So essentially saying, like, if you're trying to day trade NIO, you're probably, more times than not, you're gonna lose and you're gonna get wrecked eventually, because if you're betting on it falling to $30 or $35 and it doesn't, and the rare occasions that it doesn't, it goes up to 55, you're gonna get wrecked, right? Especially if you're buying puts. Now the thing is, if you're doing that, there's a good chance that you get priced out. So if it does get to 55, and then the momentum starts building up because it's no longer in the oversold territory, just to normal RSI levels, and the stock is trading normally, there's no more fear in the market, it starts bouncing back up to 60, and then with the catalysts that I mentioned that are coming in soon here in the coming weeks, you could be priced out, especially if you sold all your shares because you thought you were going to be able to buy it for cheaper, like at $35. So all right, let's read this. But ultimately, NIO needs to see its business succeed in order to justify the massive rise in its share price. So far, the company has done well in NIO's 3 key strategic elements for growth that I identified back in July. So first, vehicle delivery counts have been on the rise. Back in June, NIO delivered about 3,700 vehicles in just 5 months. The automaker has managed to boost its delivery pace by more than 40%, so regularly hitting new record levels along the way. Second, the new EC6 has gotten a good reception. Deliveries have risen steadily, with 16 in the tiny part of September, in which they were available, climbing to 883 in October. So November's EC6 deliveries were up between 70% and 75% from October levels, and outpaced numbers for the larger ES8 SUV model. That's bullish, guys. You know how bullish that is? It's basically saying that the EC6 is on track to outsell the ES8 or whatever it's called, the more expensive SUV. So it's basically a good thing. It means that the EC6 is really going to compete with the ES6, and I think eventually, as we go along the years and stuff, people are going to prefer the EC6 a lot more than the ES6. So the EC6 is the one when it comes to SUVs and them being fully electric. So finally, NIO has managed to stay prudent with its capital. In mid-November, NIO's third quarter financial report indicated that the company had built up its cash reserves to more than $2.8 billion. That compares to just $1 billion in debt, and that gives NIO the chance to invest in efforts to boost production and meet rising demands for its vehicle. So this is why I mentioned, like, hopefully NIO can actually build and create a new facility so they can ramp up production even more. So a very bullish article, guys. I recommend you read it, the rest of it. I'm not going to go through all of it because it's a long article, but yeah, I want to talk about that picture that I mentioned. So this is why I think that NIO is compliant. So this is a screenshot from a Twitter post, but basically, or this is Instagram, I don't know, it's just Twitter. Okay, so DG68, he said that all have, so XPEV, NIO, and Lee all have auditors registered with the PCAOB or the PwC senior partners, and with accounts filing all done in 2020. So NIO is in the clear for 2020 at least. These companies are not going to be delisted, so do not listen to the bears. And then top traders said a lot of fear and misinformation being spread. So what do you guys think about this? Well, definitely let me know your opinion in the comments. Do you still think that NIO is not compliant with the SEC and all the other regulations and audits? Let me know what you think. Again, now here's where XPeng and Lee are also highlighted on this picture. I hope you guys can see, and it's not too small, but you can see how XPeng, Lee is a part of this PCAOB, which also NIO is a part of. So meaning these companies that should not be going anywhere anytime soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave a like and comment if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel again if you're new to my channel. And I'll see y'all later. Peace out.